Greetings once again, fellow girls, guys, and gamers. This is Small Archangel in the wonderful world of Rising World, the current opt-in beta 0.9, and in the last episode we just sort of set ourselves up here with a little mini furnace, which we haven't got very much iron in at the moment. We're going to need some more iron, and a teachy little camp. And that's pretty much all we've got at the moment. Not even so much as a canteen to my name. There's some more coal up there for our furnace, but that's not ever so much use at the moment. We're going to need to make ourselves a crafting bench or two, I think. But first, the plan. Yes, there is a plan. Let's just eat an apple. Oh, look at that. We actually get an eating animation now too. That's cool. I like it. Nice. Okay, so there is a plan, and my plan is this. We are going to build a village. We're basically going to build an entire sort of village, and this area here seems like it might be appropriate for that because it's relatively level in this valley between two lots of, you know, big pointy hills. At least there's one lot of big pointy hills, and then there's quite a lot of space over in that direction. So somewhere in this valley, I basically put my campsite just right over this side of it. And then what we're going to do, we're going to start out, I think, by building a farmhouse. Hello? It looks like Daisy's died. Well, we can probably, you know, benefit from this, can't we? There we go. We've got some hide there. We've got some meat now. So what we need now is something to put over the top of there, and we can cook meat. So let's just go into my crafting inventory here, skewer, go to, and now, oh yep, there it is, look. Let's just place that. Great stuff. And now we can put these beefsteaks on top of it. There, and where's the other one? There. Nice, very nice. So, oh, we'll just hide her body as well, shall we? Let's give her a decent burial. There we go. I don't just do that for aesthetics. It's a good idea to get rid of corpses, otherwise they just mount up and it probably doesn't do the game save any good. Fantastic. So I'll have to remember that meat's there and not let it get burned. So yeah, we're gonna make a village. So we're gonna start out by making a farmhouse, because then we've got a ready source of food, and then after that we're gonna build all the kind of things that you'd expect to find in a sort of a medieval sort of village. So we're gonna build a smithy and kind of maybe a clothing type shop with a tannery and looms and stuff like that. Basically a bunch of workshops so that we can make things. We might make a market square as well, where, you know, just be a little bit RP really, and give us a few little crafting projects and some little sort of houses and things like that. Maybe at the end of it all, maybe we'll build a castle as well, I don't know, or rebuild the castle that we had before. I've no idea, but that is kind of my idea, and it's a little project for us to work on. So but first of all, what we're going to have to do is make our other crafting benches, isn't it? So we're going to have to make some crafting stations. We need some more lumber, so we need some more wood. What do we have in the way of resources? Can we make... We have 0. Right, okay. Scaffolding. No, not at this point. So we're going to need, we've got a workbench, we're going to need a block bench and a saw bench. We're going to need it to make an anvil in order to forge ourselves some metal items as well. But the first thing we're going to need is wood, and we're going to need plenty of it. Let's just see how my beef's doing. It's fine. How about my furnace? Yay, I think we can turn that off now. Turn off. And I think I've already... Oh no, I haven't picked them up. There we go. Oh. That is so difficult to get the right thing. There we go. So we've got 3 of those. We need to make ourselves a storage box as well. Excuse me. So we're going to need to make a storage, but in order to make that, we need the saw bench. Right, okay. So basically, we've got all this stuff. Prioritizing things, we need to get some wood first. Make ourselves a saw bench. Where's my axe? There it is. Make ourselves a saw bench, and then after we've made a saw bench, we're going to be able to make a storage box. And then with that storage box, look at this, there's 2 pigs. I want to be able to do animal husbandry. I want to be able to like keep and breed animals. That would be so good. Have some sheep for wool and some pigs for meat and all the rest of it. Right, so there's any of these trees we can take, really. And they'll all be ultimately in our way. None of them are particularly big, but it doesn't matter. We'll probably get some saplings to, excuse me, replant anyway. And what I'll probably do, any saplings we get, I'll replant them right close to our little campsite, and we'll call it a tree farm. So to start with, I'm planning on doing most of my grinding on camera, and then I'll do exactly the same thing as I do with 7 Days to Die, basically. And the further into the game we get, the less crafting, the less grinding I'll be doing on camera, and the more grinding I'll be doing off camera, in order that we do the interesting stuff on camera. But at this point, it's a survival game. Later on in the game, when we've got ourselves established, it doesn't feel very survival-y. And that's because the game's still in development, and I imagine there's going to be more sort of dangers, and the survival element's going to be amped up in future. But for the moment, they're still adding content. For the moment, I'm not sure if at this point, actually, I don't know that we can actually even craft any clothing. This is something that I was strawberries. This is something that I was looking into, because I've already set up a little test world, and I couldn't find how to craft clothing. And it transpires that it's perhaps not even possible to do that in game at the moment. I think Red, one of the developers, actually said that that's not implemented, but will be when 0.9 goes on full release. So we'll be able to craft clothes through the loom. But at the moment, you have to kind of spawn them in. So obviously, I'm not going to be doing that. So we're going to be running around in our own underwear for the time being, folks. Sorry about that. I'm just going to have to walk around in my leather underwear, and that's just going to have to do. There, we've got a few saplings there, which is nice. And we should have enough logs to do what we need. The other thing I really want to make is a map, so that I can travel around and not get myself lost. There we go. We've got some meat there, which is super. Okay, crafting stations. Yes, crafting stations. Crafting stations. Yeah, now, for that, we need a paper press, right? And paper press, you need lumber and iron plate. So we're not going to be able to make that till we find some more iron. But at the same time, I don't want to get lost, because we haven't got a compass at this point either. So we're all the way back to nothing, aren't we? Resources, lumber. Okay, let's just make a load of lumber, because we're going to need it as lumber, most of this stuff. Crafting station, saw bench, go. All right, there we are. Block bench, no. We've got half of what we need for lumber for that. Okay, here's our saw bench, though. Let's just place that. No, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Let's just place that here for the time being. There we go. Oh, gosh. Can I drink? Yes, excellent. Jolly good. Right, here we go. So, saw bench construction. We want to make chests if at all possible. Ooh, lovely. There we go. An old chest. Yeah, I'm guessing that's going to be, for RP purposes, that's going to be best. Let's just put that. Yeah, again, I'm doing the wrong thing here. Right. Turn it round the right way. See, I really want a grass shifting tool, because this is really annoying not being able to see things properly. Okay. Well, we can move all of this later on, can't we? So I'm just going to put that there for the time being. There we go. And then I'm going to drop all of this stuff in that we don't need. So we've got all sorts of food items here that we can plant later on. We've also got some wool. We've got some saplings, which I'll plant now. We've got various little bits of ores. I've got that, coal. Got that. Potatoes. Okay, there we go. So we will put our tree farm kind of around here, I think. And we can just put all these down. And the willows, I think, take quite a while to grow. So maybe in future we'll go for it. But the trees around here are all sort of fairly small, really. So, okay, so we've got a storage chest, but we still need some more saw benches. Well, sorry, we still need a block bench. So let's head off. Just going to get some apples from that tree. Perhaps cutting down that tree would get us an apple tree, actually, or apple saplings. But I'm going to leave it where it is for the moment, because that way it's going to provide me with apples, whereas it won't once I've chopped it down, and it might not give me a sapling. So for the moment, we'll just leave it where it is. And we'll gather some more wood and see if we can make ourselves a block bench. Because once we've done that, we can start making blocks to craft ourselves our farmhouse. There are so many animals around here. Look at this, it's crazy. It's like a farmyard, but without any actual walls. I wish I could just build a wall around them, but I think the animals, unfortunately, just still have that habit of glitching through walls and just paying no attention to them at all. So it's going to take an update before we can even pretend to farm livestock. Okay, I think this will do us for the time being, and we've got a bunch more saplings as well. As I say, I don't want to go too far away from our base. I'm just going to have to, as it is, remember the vague location of it. She says, hoping that I have. Yes, here it is over here. I could really do with getting some torches and stuff set up. Can I do that from in here? Lighting, hello? Miscellaneous, no. Construction resources, seatings. Is there any way of putting lighting from here? I don't know, because lighting, yeah, I don't know, really. I don't seem to be able to make any lighting at the moment from, well, anyway. Let's make some more lumber. But if I could get some more, some lights, then I could find my way back here much easier. But I don't seem to, yeah, I don't seem to be able to find any torches anymore. Not ones we can place anyway. I'm not entirely sure if they've just been put in a different location. That's it? Okay, that's all our saplings. Good. Oh no, it isn't. There's another one. Here we go. And another one. Wowza. We've got a lot of trees. Oh wow, and another. My goodness. Is that it? Yes, that's it. Okay, good. Right, so, yeah, used to be able to just make lights or torches from in here. Wooden torch mount. Ah, there we go. We can make wooden torch mounts. For some reason I couldn't see those last time. It's entirely possible that they weren't there. I'd have to watch my own video to find out. So we're going to put some torch mounts here. I'm going to put one. I can't really see where I'm putting these, but there we go. I'm going to put one there. And we do have a torch there, so I'll put that there. There we go. And then I'll put another one here. I'm sure there are options. Oh, hello. Can I not place it? No, why not? Why not? I have no idea why not. Okay. There. Let me place it there. There we go. Okay, right. I'm sure there are sort of standing torches and things that we can put around the place as well. Okay, put those there. There we go. Yes, good idea. We'll have another apple or two. They don't last long, apples. You cannot live on them ever so well. And then we can build ourselves a block bench. Nice. There we go. There isn't an eating noise yet, unfortunately, which is a little remiss. Alright. Oh! Arrow keys. And this, for some reason, is all wonky as well. And it's going to be on top of our torch, isn't it? I might just have to remove that torch, because that's got to go there if it goes anywhere else. There we go. Not the block bench, the torch thingy. That's the one. There we go. I might have to replace that somewhere. There. There we go. There. Lovely. Okay, and then I'll put the last one here. Gosh, I can't see where I'm putting it. There. Oh, my life for a lawnmower. There we go. All right, great. So, here we are now. We're more or less set up now. Is there anything else that we desperately, urgently need, I think we probably need, we need to find iron, because we need iron, iron items. I think we need iron, yeah. I think we need some iron for iron tools, because this stone axe is pants. But the only way we're going to get that is to be able to build, I'm going to put a torch here as well, there we go, is to build ourselves an anvil, isn't it? And an anvil is going to require, let's just have a look in our crafting stations here. An anvil is going to require quite a lot of crafting stations. I'm looking at the wrong bench. There. Anvil. Anvil requires quite a lot of iron. Yeah, 24 iron ingots. At this moment we have, like, yeah, 3. So we're going to have to stick with stone primitive for a while. But, yeah, it has occurred to me to make this place here a mine. There's some coal up there, which we could usefully gather. There is, oh, there's a chicken. Tempting to slaughter it at this point, but there's a big old cave over there. Maybe we should go explore that cave, because that might make... See, there's animals everywhere. It's Animal-Mageddon. They're just absolutely everywhere. But there's loads of places around here where we could just start a mine, really. There's some aluminium ore there as well. I think it's aluminium. But we could just start a mine around here. Let's just see. I think I actually have checked out this cave already. I think, but I'm not absolutely certain. I might not have in point of fact. No, that is the one that I looked at, isn't it? But we could start a mine very easily here, where this pig is, just by kind of digging into here. I mean, this is the other thing. We can't kill animals at the moment, because our stone axe is too primitive and rubbish to allow us to kill animals with it. So we're going to have to go iron before we can slaughter animals. Daisy was a bit of a gift there, drowning herself in our pond, but that's probably generally not going to happen. So we're going to start a mine here, and if I mine downwards, I should find some ores as well while we're at it. Although we should be able to find some surface iron as well, and we will do that, I think. We will do a bit of exploration and mining, see if we can find some surface ores, see if we can find anything else interesting around the place. After all, we've got dungeons activated as well, and this being a new save, ultimately I'm hoping that we'll actually have some dungeons that work. If you remember in my last series, for those of you who watched my last series, dungeons weren't working properly in it. It was an oldish save from before the Dungeons update, and maybe that bugged it, I'm not sure, but caves were not connecting up with anything else at all. I actually went into cheat mode, to fly mode, just to see if, because none of the caves I went in ever went anywhere or had anything at all. And yeah, I went into cheat mode just so I could fly through the ground to see what was going on, and indeed there was absolutely no dungeons attached to anything at all. There were dungeons, but they were attached to 0, so there's no way we'd ever have found any of them. Okay, so to do this, we're going to need some torches, some more crafting, some more torches and torch mounts crafted, aren't we? Torch mounts. Let's make ourselves 4 more of those, and let's make ourselves 2 more of those, and then we're going to stick a torch mount here. There we go, and put a torch there. And again, these will help to light our way, but also to guide us. Oh, good grief, I'm stuck in here already. Let's just take this block out, and then we're going to be able to, there we go, get in and out more easily. There we go. It's night time now, but that's okay. As long as we can see our way, see what we're doing. Because the last time I was mining stone, I ended up with a lot of dirt instead, because I couldn't actually really see what I was doing. And that's because... yeah, I'm going to have to watch that video again, actually, because I'm pretty sure I couldn't make torch mounts, because I was looking for them, and I couldn't find them. The game's updated a couple of times since, so maybe they just weren't there. I'm not sure. Quite strange, but there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure durability is not a thing. That's not been added in yet. So even though my stone axe is pretty rubbish, it's not actually going to wear out on me. So I'm just going to spend the night, I think, caving here, mining. I will just go steadily downwards in hopes that we find some ores as well as stone. But at this point, Stone is very much what we want as well. We want the stone to be able to craft things in stone, because I want to make my houses in stone blocks largely, I think. Maybe what we'll do to start with, maybe we'll make ourselves a little wooden shack, because a farmhouse is going to be sort of a bit more of an ambitious project, perhaps. But we do want to get our farm planted up ASAP. So from that point of view, but I want to mostly build in stone, I think. Even though it's a medieval kind of place, they did build in stone mostly. There were some wood buildings and there were some that used both, of course, but I think what we'll do, we'll start out with a small, like, logsman's cabin, a woodsman's cabin, which is perfectly RP as well, isn't it? That way we can gather lots of wood and we can set up our tree farm next to it and things. So I think that's what we'll do to begin with, but it's useful for us to have a little mine going here as well, so that we can gather as much stone as possible as well. So I'm gonna keep on placing torch mounts here. There we go, and oh, hello, that's a bit bizarre, isn't it? That kind of shows us where the stone would go if we were to place some stone here. But that's not what we're doing. We're taking it out, not putting it in. Okay, guys, so we're going to leave this episode at that. In the next episode, we are going to start building our woodsman's cabin. And that's going to be our starting point, I think. And then from there, we'll have sort of a safe location and a good place to store things and what have you. And then we'll be able to, I don't know, I'm just wondering how long it's going to be before they implement the temperature system. It's kind of inevitable, isn't it? And if we're running around with no clothes on and no shelter, I don't know. And also, yeah, RP, let's have a place to call home. Oh, listen to that echo. Nice. We've got echoes now. We must be minding our way fairly far down by now. Okay, there we go. So it's going to take me quite a while, I think, to mine anywhere with this primitive stone axe. But this is what we're going to have to do for a while till we find ourselves some iron. But as I say, the next episode, I think maybe we'll do a little bit of building, because we'll make ourselves, or start to, at least to make ourselves a woodsman's cabin. But also I would like to do a bit more exploration of our immediate area as well. So in the meantime, guys, we've got ourselves vaguely established. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button and let me know. Also, feel free as ever to leave your comments. Let me know what you think of the update if you're currently playing it. Yeah, let me know if we can actually craft clothes, but it is my, well, I don't know, experience that we cannot. And I also read somewhere that that's what one of the devs has said. Yeah, hopefully that will come soon. Okay, guys, so I hope you'll join me for the next episode of Rising World, Alpha 0.9, and until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye-bye for now.